Can you hear me?
Thank you.
This is Dragon Baseball. And let's play ball. First pitch coming up.
Thank you, Anthony, and welcome into Clinton Dragon Baseball here on Dragon Vision. We're trying to get our audio situated right here. Seems like one of our audio is a little bit louder than the other, so we're going to get that adjusted as we figured it out. Once again, this is Clinton Dragon Baseball here on Dragon Vision, bringing you Game 2 of the two-game series between the Clinton Dragons and the visiting Union County Patriots. The Dragons last night fell to the Patriots by a final score of 5-3. The Dragons come into tonight with a record of 8-15, starting on the mound, as Anthony was saying earlier. Not sure if you could hear it because we did have some technical difficulties, but we have Isaiah Slavin on the mound, Jace Mack behind the plate, Garrett Lee at first, JP Jumbo Robbins at second. You've got Aiden Golden at shortstop, Garrett Davis at third base, and left field you have Jackson Barrett. Center fielder you have Harrison Shelton, and right field you have Sam Duggins.
Pitching for Clinton, number 32, Isaiah Slavin. Baseball time in Dragontown.
We're also going to be giving you looks multiple times tonight. We're going to be talking to you about another game, two games happening in this area.
Yeah.
We've got soccer also happening over just a few miles from us at the football stadium. But here comes the first pitch from Slavin. On the outside corner, strike one. Nice, beautiful pitch for the first one. Dragons fell in a heartbreaker last night, 5-3. But a bigger heartbreaker last night was Anderson County falling to Gibbs 2-1 in 11 innings. We'll talk about that one in a few minutes. But here's the 0-1 pitch.
Low
and away for ball one.
Ball one. 1-1 count. No outs. 0-0.
We're in the leadoff batter right now, number 2 for Union County. Union County in their road blue uniforms, red numbers, white trim. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Foul back to make it a 1-2 count now.
1-2 count, yep.
And giving you an update right now, as it looks on my YouTube feed on my phone, your score at Dragon Stadium is 1-1 late in the first half between the Dragons and the Mavericks in soccer. 1-2 pitch. Foul back out of play into the roads.
1-2 still.
So once again, your lineup for the Dragons: Slavin, Mack, Lee, Robbins, Golden, and Davis in the infield. The 1-2 pitch coming from Slavin. Lined up towards left field. Barrett runs in, makes the first catch of the inning.
First out.
So an F7 if you are scoring at home.
Now batting center fielder, number 1, Ty Eads.
Ty Eads coming up to bat next for the Union County Patriots. Once again, this is your defending 3A, state champions, and I was actually at that game last year. They had a really good team. Here's the first pitch to Eads. Line down the third base line, but foul. He looked like he was trying to take out his third base coach there for a second. Ball will end up underneath the tarp down the line. Shoot my camera over just a hair so you can see closer to dead center. So we got 0-1 pitch coming. Low in the turf for ball one. Even count at 1. Not sure who that one was. Looks like Matt Denton went over and retrieved that foul ball. So we got a 1-1 count. Pitch from Slavin. Right down the middle for strike 2.
1-2 count. 1 out. 0-0.
Dragons taking on the Union County Patriots. Dragons will next be in action Thursday for a doubleheader in the I-75 showdown. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Lined into the 6th hole and through for the first hit of the game.
Yep.
So we got a runner at first now with 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Our next Dragon Vision broadcast will actually be tomorrow night We will be at home at Lakefront Park as your Clinton Lady Dragons softball team will host the Anderson County Lady Mavericks for senior night. It will be our first broadcast of softball this season. Runner at first, pitch from Slavin. Line towards the third base, under third baseman, picked by Golden. Golden's going to try to throw him out at first. Not in time. Infield single. Back-to-back singles for Union County with 1 out. Nice pick, though, by Golden to try to get him out at first. Just a little bit too slow of a ground ball. But Golden with some nice reflexes right there.
Yes.
Tucker Flanagan up to bat next for the Patriots. Our next baseball broadcast will be Monday night, coming to you here from the Jace. It'll be, or no, actually Saturday from Loudoun County. The Clinton Dragons will take on William Blunt. Here's the pitch. A little high for ball one.
0-1 count.
1-0 count. 1-0 count.
1-0 count. 1 out.
Runners at first and second. Got Isaiah Slavin on the mound. Jace Mack behind the plate.
What?
Lee, Robbins, Golden, and Davis are infield. The pitch low and away.
Ball
two. Low and inside, sorry.
2-0 count. And 1 out.
Using a little bit of a different camera tonight, so you can't quite see, but there are Little League games going on in the outfields, just over center and left field. You also got tennis going on at the Jace. Low for ball 3.
Ball 3, yep.
So
3-0 count, 1 out.
So Slavin is behind 3-0. This pitch should be right down the middle. Slavin just trying a little bit too hard. Looks a little bit like Harrison Shelton did last night. Just a little bit too hard pitching. 3-0 pitch. Called strike right down the middle.
3-1 count, 1 out.
Flanagan did not have the green light on that one, so now he probably will have the green light on this one. You got a 3-1 count, 1 out. Top of the first. Runners at first and second. Ground ball could end the inning. Steps off the rubber. Looking for a new pitch. Gets the call for Mack. Gets the sign. Checks the runner at second. The 3-1 pitch. Foul back would have hit us if we didn't have the net.
3-2 count, 1 out.
Full count here, top of the first inning. Still waiting on the first score of the game from either side. Once again, top of the first. We will also be giving you updates periodically on the soccer game and on the softball game. Here's the full payoff pitch. Foul down the first base line. Still got a full count here.
3-2.
Full count, 3-2, 1 out, top of the first. Waiting to see what Slavin pitches right here. A ground ball could end the inning. A strikeout or any kind of out will make a second out. Slavin wanting to keep any damage from happening in this game right now. So we got the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3.
2 out.
Back, pick him out.
3 out.
Let's see. They do call him out.
3 out.
So strike him out, throw him out, double play to end the inning. We'll be right back with the bottom of the first with your score.
3-0. Welcome back to Clinton Dragon Baseball on Dragon Vision.
Your score is 0-0 as we begin the bottom of the first inning. Nick Kidd's up here trying to do his homework right now after getting here late. I don't know how many viewers are watching, Nick, but we might put you on the microphone and scare the rest of them away. Getting ready to come up for the first batter as Nick's supposed to be coaching this game, but he wants to stay up here instead. First batter coming up will be Jace Mack. No, Aiden Golden actually is going to be the first one lined up.
Aiden Golden. Yep.
I didn't have the roster with me tonight. Anthony wasn't nice enough to get one this time.
You want me to go get him?
So we got Aiden Golden. First time he's led off this season. You got Harrison Shelton on deck for the Dragons.
Aiden Golden.
We'll pull up his stats in just a little bit. And here's an update with 9 minutes left in the first half. The score is still 1-1. Anderson County and Clinton are tied over at Dragons Stadium in a district matchup in soccer. Golden waiting on the first pitch. Strike on the outside corner.
0-1 count. No outs. Is
Yeah,
it the boys? Or
It's the boys soccer team. Girls played in the fall.
Huh.
So here is the 0-1 pitch coming to Golden. Swing and a miss. He was a little early on that one.
0-2 count. No outs.
He's got to shorten up his swing right here and try to make contact to keep this at bat alive. 0-0 your score. Golden, the first batter for the Dragons. Swung on and missed for strike three. Blew it right by him. He swung underneath it. Coming up next will be Harrison Shelton, the center fielder for the Dragons, followed by Garrett Davis, who is in on deck circle right now. Both teams had a little bit of a struggle last night swinging the ball. Few unfortunate hits for the Dragons got to the shortstop, but that shortstop for Union County is one of the better players I've seen. He was able to throw out several Dragons last night. The first pitch to Shelton is in the turn.
Ball one.
For ball one.
0-1 count. One out.
1-0 count. One out.
Yeah.
Anthony keeps confusing balls with strikes when he makes the pitch count. 1-0 count. One out. Pitch. Inside, gets away from the catcher. No harm, no foul.
2-0
count.
2-0 count and one out.
One out from a strikeout just before. So we got 2 balls, no strikes. Harrison Shelton gets in the batter's box, waiting on the pitch. Check swing fouled into the dugout for the Dragons.
2-1 count and one out.
Harrison Shelton trying to fight his way to get on base right here.
Yes.
He's ahead in the count, 2 balls, 1 strike. You've got Coach Long at third, and you got, looks like, Coach Scott at first. Here's the pitch. High for ball 3.
Ball 3.
Shelton thought about swinging at that one, but he held back. 3-1 count, 1 out. See what happens right here. Will this one be a walk, a hit, or a strike? Here's the pitch. Low for ball 4. Harrison Shelton will walk.
Yep.
And get the first Dragon on base tonight, followed by Garrett Davis.
Garrett Davis coming up now.
Starting third baseman for the Dragons tonight. And then you've got the catcher Jason Mack now on deck. Davis with his fancy footwork getting into the batter's box.
Who's on first?
Got Harrison Shelton on first.
Harrison.
Yes, I don't think Anthony can see right now. We got Harrison Shelton on first. Garrett Davis at the plate. You got Jason Mack in the hole.
Yeah.
Here is the pitch to Davis. Swung on and missed for strike 1.
Strike 1, 0-1 count.
One out. Runner on first. Anthony trying to wear sunglasses while we're inside. Anthony's trying to wear sunglasses. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside, almost hit him in the knuckles for ball 1.
1-1 count, 1 out.
0-0 your score. You got a runner on first. Davis tied in the count 1-1. Mack on deck. Here is the pitch to Davis. Inside for ball 2.
Ball 2. 2-1 count, 1 out.
Dropped his hand a little early on that one.
Yes, he did.
2-1 count, 1 out. Shelton at first. Davis at the plate. Mack in the hole. Mack on deck. Sorry, here's the pitch. Called strike on the inside corner. Even 2-2 now. Davis is going to have to shorten up his swing right here to keep this at bat alive. Ground ball could end the inning. The Patriots had 2 hits in the first inning, but stranded 1. Dragons have no hits so far, but have a batter on the bases due to a walk. Shelton at first. The 2-2 pitch to Davis. Called strike three on the inside corner. Davis did not like that one. It's the same pitch he got caught. He got caught looking at for the second strike. So there's 2 strikeouts now for this pitcher and 2 outs.
And 2 outs, yeah.
Catcher Jace Mack coming up to bat next. Shelton still at first. Mack catching. Mack now at the plate. You got Garrett Davis now on deck. And then you'll have Jackson Webb in the hole. So Mack looking for the first pitch of his at-bat. Pitch to Mack. Called strike on the inside corner.
0-1 count, 2 outs.
They like these umpires right now like that edge. It's the same thing that happened against Gibbs.
Yes.
We struck out looking 9 times in the first game against Gibbs last Monday.
Yeah, we
Hopefully not doing the same thing right here. We've had 1 already, but we struck out twice so far in this game. Here's the 0-1 pitch with 2 outs. Low for ball 1, but he's going to try to throw him out at second. He will not be in time. Be a bad throw. It got away from the shortstop. It might have got Harrison out had that throw been perfect. Harrison with another stolen base on the year. I believe that is 10 stolen bases now for Harrison Shelton.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs.
See what Matt can do with this bat right here.
1 count.
A hit will bring Shelton home. He fouled that one back in the net for strike 2. Mac down to his last strike right now. As time is called so the catcher and pitcher can talk to each other. There was a big thing happened before the game. Not sure if you could hear it due to some of the malfunctions on here, but we will go over that some later on in this game. A presentation from the Jason Foundation. We'll go over what happened with that a little bit later on in the game. It was right before the first pitch. It wasn't Anthony's fault, but something happened to the mics, and we had to try to get them adjusted, which we finally did.
Yeah.
So here comes the 1-2 pitch. Outside for ball 2. Shelton trying to go for an out. He's going to be out on the throw.
Out.
Anthony tried to call that one again early, so no runs, no hits, no errors, no Dragons left on base.
0-0. We will be right back. Welcome back to Clinton Dragon Baseball on Dragon Vision.
An update from the Anderson County Clinton soccer match. Anderson County right now leads Clinton late in the first half, 2-1. Here's the first pitch coming in the top of the second inning from Isaiah Slavin. Popped him up. Who's going to go for it? We will see right here. I'm going to turn my camera just a hair to the first base side. Garrett Lee drops it. Anthony decided to say that was a little bit early.
Yes.
So we now got a runner at first and nobody out on that high infield fly that landed for ace. They will probably rule that one actually an error because it fell off of his glove.
Batting the right fielder, number 27, Caden Stinnett.
They did call that an error on Garrett Lee.
They did.
So first base now with a reach on error as Brady Stennett comes up to bat. Here's the pitch. Lined it up towards Golden. Golden 6, 4, 3, not in time. So it's a 6-4 out at second base. And then the throw to third, throw to first was late. It was Golden to Robbins and tried to get him out with Lee.
Catcher number 17, Aiden Skiles.
Aiden Skiles coming up to bat. So that was Caden Stennett that grounded into the fielder's choice. Brady Stennett was the one thrown out at second. So Caden Stennett is now at first. Say that 6 times fast. It's going to be harder.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. Foul back into the net. Strike one.
Count. And 1 out.
Anthony graciously agreed earlier in the game to go catch all the foul balls with his face if he misses one call. 0-1 count. 1 out. Runner at first. You might see Anthony climbing the net in front of us here in just a little bit.
Don't listen to that.
Check the runner at first. Not in time.
Not in time. 0-1 count. 1 out. Still.
They'll listen to me on this one. So we got 0-1 count. 1 out. Waiting on the pitch to Styles. Outside. Trying for a back pick move. Gets away. So it's going to be a throwing error by Max. Going to allow the runner to advance to second now. No more double play ball. And we have a 0-1 count with 1 out, it looks like still. Waiting to see what the umpire says. I thought it was 0-1. It's actually 1-1 count.
1-1 count, yeah. 1-1 count.
That one was in the dirt. Runner at second now. High for ball 2.
2-1 count. And 1 out.
Mac trying to hold that one there to see if he could change the call, but they didn't want to agree. So it's a 2-1 count, 1 out top of the second inning. Dragons and Patriots are tied at 0. Checking the runner at second. The pitch home. Line towards the first base line and foul.
1-2 count.
2-2 count, actually. 2-2 count, 1 out, runner at second. We're coming to you live from the Jace for the second match in this series. These series for District 4 AAA are 2 games apiece. Dragons right now are 4th in the district with a 3-4 record. The pitch, strike 3 on the outside corner.
2 outs.
First strikeout of the game for Isaiah Slavin. Now you got a runner at second and 2 outs for number 7 coming up to bat.
And second baseman, number 7, Aiden Bowman.
Aiden Bolden. And update, halftime is still 2-1 Mavericks over your Clinton Dragons in soccer. Here's the pitch. Strike right down the middle.
0-1 count, 2 outs.
0-1 count, exactly, Ant. So you got an 0-1 count, pitch, ball outside. Anthony tried to guess that one again.
1-1 count, 2 outs.
Anthony's still trying to guess pitches before they're called. So we got, like you said, a 1-1 count, 2 outs. Top of the second inning, nothing is your score.
Yes.
We'll give you an update here in just a moment.
Strike 2.
On the softball game between the Lady Dragons and the Gibbs Eagles, Gibbs leads the Lady Dragons 5-1 in the bottom of the 4th.
1.
1-2 count, 2 outs.
Yeah.
Slavin looking to get out of this inning without any damage. The 1-2 pitch. Grounded right to Slavin, picks it up. Runs it over to Garrett Lee. Underhands it to Garrett Lee. In time for the 3rd out of the inning. So a 1-3 put out ends the inning. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 2nd with your score 0-0.
0-0, yeah.
Welcome back to Clinton Dragon Baseball here on Dragon Vision. Final of the
0-0.
second, as he just said, 0-0 your score. Jace Mack coming up to bat. He was the last batter in the last at bat, but Harrison Shelton got caught stealing third to end the inning. So Mack will come back up with a 0-0 count. Up to date, updating score is still halftime. 2-1. Mavericks lead the Dragons in soccer. Gibbs leads the Lady Dragons 5-1 as Mack lines one between left and center. Left gets underneath it, catches it. One pitch, one out. Coming up next will be Garrett Lee,
Garrett Lee.
the first baseman for the Dragons. But one pitch, one out, and you got Jackson Webb on deck.
How about the first baseman, number 19, Garrett Lee.
And Anthony gave us an update just a moment ago on the Anderson County game. Your score:
4-2.
Gibbs leads 4-2 over the Mavericks. In what inning does it say, Ant?
Bottom of the fifth.
Bottom of the fifth inning. First pitch in there for strike one to
Strike
Lee.
1 count, 1 out.
Lee and Webb, your next two batters for the Dragons. Gibbs trying to clinch the district with a win tonight. Here's the pitch. Lined over the shortstop. No. Diving catch by the shortstop. They're going to call him out. Got to give that shortstop credit. He
Yes.
made about 6 big plays last night, and there was another one.
Yes.
2 outs on 3 pitches so far in this
The
inning.
Dragon designated hitter, number 17,
Jackson Webb up.
Jackson Webb up. We'll read down to you the standings right after Jackson Webb's at bat. In District 4 AAA baseball, Webb steps to the bat. You got Isaiah Slavin, the 7-hole hitter, on deck. Here's the pitch to Webb. Turns on it, grounded towards the first baseman. Cleanly fielded, thrown over his head. 4 pitches for 3 outs to end the second inning. So we're actually going to take a break with your score.
0-0. We will be right back.
Welcome back to Clinton Dragon Baseball here on Dragon Vision. Isaiah Slavin still on the mound for your Dragons as we begin the top of the third inning with a scoreless game here at the Jays.
Yep.
A lot of Little League baseball going on behind us, probably some Little League softball going on right next to Dragon Stadium. And still, Dragon Stadium, they're starting to warm up in the second half. The Mavericks still lead your Clinton Dragons 2-1. In Coreyton, the Gibbs Eagles lead your Clinton Lady Dragons 5-2 now in the top of the fifth. Here comes the first pitch from Slavin. Bunts it right down the third baseline, fielded cleanly by Slavin. He's going to try to throw him out at first. They will say it's in time.
1 out.
Got to give a huge credit right there. Isaiah Slavin for a beautiful catch and throw while Anthony, instead of celebrating, decides to sit down so he can't even see home plate from where he's sitting.
Can.
Anthony's too short to see home plate when he's sitting down.
Number 2, Trot Russell.
Trot Russell, the number 1 shortstop in this area, I would say, coming up to bat next. Here's the first pitch.
Ball.
Strike. Anthony's still trying to
1
catch.
count, 1 out.
Anthony trying to call these pitches before the umpire does. He's got like a 0.0 percentage on it. So here comes the 0-1 pitch to Russell. Line towards Golden. Golden fields it cleanly. Going to throw it over to Lee.
2 outs.
In time, yes, for the second out of the inning. I always want to wait until I see what that call is from the from the first base umpire before I make that call, unlike someone over here. So we got Ty Eads coming up to bat next now for the Dragons. 2 outs here
2 outs.
in the top of the third inning. 2 quick outs. High for ball
Ball
one.
1-0 count. 2 outs.
Change the angle of the camera just a hair so you might be able to see first base a little bit better. The 1-0 pitch. Grounded foul into the
1-1
dugout,
count.
but will land at Davis. Barehanded it for the
1-1
second strike.
count.
1-1 count, 2 outs
Two
here,
outs,
top of
yeah.
the third inning. We will periodically, as we've been doing the last 2 days, give you updates on scores from around the area. Here's the pitch. Low.
Ball 2.
Ball 2, so
2-1 count. 2 outs.
Russell ahead in the count, Davis behind in the count. Still keeping you updated. Lady Dragons have runners at the corners in the top of the fifth trying to climb their way back in. Here's the pitch. Strike right down the
Strike
middle.
1, 2 count. 2 outs.
Even Slavin draws even with Russell. The 2-2 pitch. Low and away, ball 3.
3-2 count. 2 outs.
Slavin thought he was going to get that call, started hopping off the mound, but the
Yeah.
umpire said nope, it was too low. Payoff pitch coming from Slavin. Line fouled at the third base line.
Still 3-2 count.
We'll see how Slavin does right here. It is a 3-2 count here in the top of the third inning. 2 outs in this game.
0-0.
Nothing, no scoreless game so far. Looking for the payoff pitch to Russell. Fouled back into the net to keep the at-bat alive. Still a full count here.
Yep.
Once again, you got Slavin, Mack, Lee, Robbins, Golden, and Davis. Your infield. Your outfield includes Webb, Shelton, and Davis. And strike 3 looking.
3 out.
The batter did not like it, but it is 2 strikeouts in the inning for Slavin, 3 strikeouts on the night. We'll be right back with the bottom of the third with your score.
0-0.
Welcome back to Clinton Dragon Baseball here on Dragon Vision. Your score midway through the third inning. 0-0 as Isaiah Slavin comes up to bat next. Isaiah Slavin, the starting pitcher tonight, just struck out 2 of the last 3 batters he faced. First pitch. Ball 1 away for ball 1.
1-0 count. No outs.
Updating your score in Coreyton, the Lady Dragons have clawed their way back to make it a 5-3 game as they go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Swung off, foul, tipped and caught for strike 1.
1-1 count. No outs.
And update, second inning is half is underway. 2-1 your score. Mavericks lead your Dragons. Here's the pitch. Popped up over the third baseman to shortstop, and no, he didn't make the catch that time. Russell went and tried to make a second spectacular catch in back-to-back innings and was unable
Jackson
to.
Barrett up now to bat.
Now batting left fielder, number 5, Jackson Barrett.
Jackson Barrett.
As Anthony said, Jackson Barrett is coming up to bat, making only his 4th start of the season. This time he's playing left field. We got courtesy runner Braden Hensley coming up for Isaiah Slavin, the starting pitcher tonight. Hensley's got some speed on him.
Yes.
We also might see Hayden Allen joining in the courtesy run fray. He would be courtesy running for Jace Mack if Mack was to get on base. But now you've got Hensley on first. Barrett at the plate. Barry squared around the bunt. Missed it.
Strike
one.
0-1 count, no outs.
That's something the Dragons had a issue with last night. We're trying to
Yes.
get bunts down. They could not get one down twice with bases loaded. It could have meant the game, but we will see. He squares around the bunt again, it looks like. No, he's going to pull back. Squares around the bunt. Bunts it foul to make it strike two. That's the
strike
second
two.
try. He's not going to be able to bunt this next one.
Nope.
Because if he bunts it foul, it will be a strikeout. We will keep you updated on all the games in the area
Yes.
as this game moves along. But it's the bottom of the third, runner at first, nobody out. The runner is Hensley. Pitch. Called strike three, looking, and they try to backpick him. Will he get it?
Nope.
No. One out, runner at first. Another strikeout looking for the Dragons as Sammy Duggs comes up to bat next.
Sammy Duggins.
Duggins.
Sam had a very good game in the outfield last night. Was able to bat a little bit. So you got Hensley at first, Duggins up to bat, and you will have the leadoff batter next, which is Aiden Golden.
Aiden Golden, yep.
Runner at first, the pitch. Bunted towards the third baseline, picked up by the pitcher. Going to throw him out at first? Yes, he will.
Yes, he will.
As he gets to
Two
second
outs.
base. So a nice little sacrifice bunt right there for Duggins. Moves the runner in scoring position. A base hit from Golden right here would put the first runner across for either side.
Aiden Golden.
Aiden Golden coming up to bat.
Freshman Aiden Golden up to bat. Senior Braden Hensley at second.
Yep.
You got Harrison Shelton looking to come up. If Golden can get on base, Shelton will be the next batter for the Dragons. Runner at second, 2 outs. Pitch to Golden. High and inside for ball one. I was
1-0
going
count, 2 outs.
to wait on that one because it looked like he might have called it, but he didn't. Update from Dragon Stadium. Mavericks now lead 3-1 in soccer. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Inside for ball
Ball
two.
2-0 count, 2 outs.
You hear a little bit of chirping going on from some of them that didn't quite like that call, but you got a 2-0 count, 2 outs, runner at second, Golden up to bat, Hensley at second, Shelton on deck. Checks the runner at second, the pitch to Golden. Called strike on the
Strike
inside or
one.
outside corner.
2-1 count, 2 outs.
Dragons and Patriots are tied.
0-0.
2-1 count, 2 outs, runner at second, pitch to Golden. Swung on and missed for strike two.
2-2 count and 2 outs.
And Golden struck out in his first at bat tonight. He's going to try to keep from doing that back-to-back times. Base hit could put one across for the Dragons with Hensley's speed at second. The pitch outside for ball three, but they're going to do a back pick move and catch Hensley in a rundown. Hensley will be tagged down on the bases.
3 outs.
So that's the third time tonight the Dragons have been called out on the base paths. No runs, no hits.
0-0. We will be right back.
Actually, 1 hit, and we will be right back to score 0-0.
2020.
Welcome back to Clinton Dragon Baseball here on Dragon Vision. Your score is
0-0.
the top of the fourth, 0-0. Dragons and Patriots are tied. Update from Coreyton. The Gibbs Eagles just put on one more run to lead the Clinton Lady Dragons 6-3. Here's the first pitch. Line towards the second baseman, fielded cleanly by Robbins. He drops it, but he's going to throw him out at first. Yes, he will. Big out right there. First pitch out for J.P. Jumbo Robbins.
J.P. Robbins,
Robbins.
I mean.
Batting the third baseman, number
As
4, Tucker Flanagan.
Tucker Flanagan comes up to bat next. Isaiah Slavin on the mound for the Dragons. Your infield includes Slavin, Mack, Lee, Robbins, Golden, and Davis. Your outfield includes Barrett, Shelton, and Sammy Duggins. Here comes the pitch from Slavin. Popped him up.
Pop him up.
It's going to be Davis underneath it. No. Yes, at third.
Yep.
Yes, he makes the
2
out.
outs.
2 pitches, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 4th inning. Update Dragon Stadium. I will make a correction. It is still just 2-1 the Mavericks lead the Dragons with 33 minutes left to go. Here comes the first pitch. He pops it foul. I was trying to see if Slavin could go 3 for 3 and get 3 pitches on 3 outs, but it will, or 3 outs on 3 pitches, but it will not happen.
2 outs.
And Anthony's got to go chase that ball after the game. We're going to see how many he finds. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High for ball
1-1
1.
count. 2 outs.
Another update for you. End of the 5th inning. Gibbs leads the Clinton Lady Dragons 6-3. Here's the pitch. Bunts it foul down the third base line, so it's now a 1-2 count.
2 outs.
Union County down to their last strike of the inning. Turpin throws the ball back to the home plate umpire. Bottom of the 6th inning, up in Anderson County, the Gibbs Eagles lead the Mavericks 4-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Slavin. Grounded towards the third baseman, fielded cleanly by Davis. Davis going to throw it over to Lee.
3
Time.
outs.
3 up, 3 down here. So right now, first thing we're going to read is not about the sponsors this time. We're going to read something about what happened
Yes.
earlier tonight. When you saw the Dragons and the Patriots met on the mound and bracelets, like I'm going to try to show my bracelet off in front of this camera here in just a second.
Yes.
Bracelets just like these right here. I'm pulling up here. It says I won't be silent.com. These are from the Jason Foundation.
See.
Do you know that suicide is the second leading cause of death for middle and high school age youth in our nation? It is also one of the leading causes of preventable death. A friend, especially an informed friend, can help make a difference for someone who may be struggling with thoughts of suicide or self-harm. Learn how you can make a difference in the life of a friend or loved one by being aware, being able, and being prepared at b1.jasonfoundation.com. And we had some people recognize someone who might have been thoughts of suicide. The Jason Foundation's I Won't Be Silent campaign is a challenge for you to learn the warning signs associated with suicidal thoughts and challenge your friends and family to learn them as well. Join the movement at iwon'tbesilent.com. Suicide is preventable, and with your help, we can save lives. And with that, we are getting ready to begin the bottom of the 4th inning. Nothing. Your score.
Nothing. Dragons, the shortstop. Number 3, Aiden Golden.
Aiden Golden coming up to bat now.
Aiden Golden was at the plate to end the last inning, but because of being caught on the base pass, Braden Hensley was tagged out trying to go from second to third. Aiden Golden gets to come back up. This is the second time in as many innings as we've had an extra at bat for one of our players because of that. 1-0 count.
1-0
no
count.
outs.
No outs.
We're going to keep you updated if any scores change throughout our area.
Yes.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Popped him up and out behind us. Probably
1-1 count.
hit Anthony's bike out there. So we got a 1-1 count. No outs.
0-0.
Bottom of the 4th inning. Dragons and Patriots are tied. We'll give you updates for baseball and softball as they come, and soccer. Second pitch is in there for strike 2. Harrison Shelton on deck. We're at the top of the lineup with the 1-2-3 batters.
1-2 count. No outs.
See what Goldie does right here. The pitch. Popped him up, going towards third. We're going to spin the camera so you can try to see it. Third baseman catches it
1 out.
in foul territory for the first out of the inning. So we have 1 out now, and Goldie is now 0 for 2 on the day.
Number 14,
Harrison Shelton up to bat. He walked in his last at bat. Right now the box line reads no runs on 2 hits, no errors for the Patriots, no runs on 1 hit, and 2 errors for your Clinton Dragons.
Yep.
Harrison Shelton up with no one on and 1 out. First pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1.
0-1 count. 1 out.
Harrison Shelton trying to get back out of this little bit of a rough patch he's in batting. 0-1 count, 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Quick moving game between the Dragons and the Patriots. Here's the pitch. Called strike from the outside corner.
0-2 count, 1 out.
I love seeing these big crowds out here for both Union County and Clinton tonight. Had a big crowd last night with a bunch of cowbells. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Grounded, fouled off his toe.
Still
0-2.
0-2 count, 1 out.
Keeping an eye on the game, on all the games in the area, soccer, softball, and baseball. Here comes the pitch to Shelton with an 0-2 count and 1 out. Check swing, ball. He did not go. He was going to peel to first, though. First base said he did not go. 1-2 count,
Yep,
1 out. Bottom of the 4th
0-0.
is the score. Dragons will be back in action Thursday for a doubleheader in Loudon against Loudon, and we will find the other team here in just a few minutes. Here's the pitch. Low
Ball
inside for ball 2. That one was a
2-2
little bit
count.
close on that one.
It was 2-2 count, 1 out, and 0-0.
Shelton trying to keep the at-bat live, and Davis on deck. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Called strike three looking, and Harrison Shelton did not like that call again. Gives the umpire a little look when he walks by.
Yep.
So that is the 4th looking strikeout of the game so
Garrett
far.
Davis up now.
Garrett Davis with his little fancy footwork as he enters the batter's box, jumping across each corner. Davis looking to get something started here for the Dragons. Bottom of the 6th inning now over in Anderson County. 4-3 is your score. The Gibbs Eagles lead the Anderson County Mavericks. Here's the pitch. And he gets hit on the shoulder.
Yeah.
I was wrong. The score is actually 5-4 now. The Mavericks take the lead over Gibbs. The Mavericks just took the lead. As I said, it was 4-3. They were able to get a 2-run hit.
Yeah.
Might have been a home run. I'm going to see what that last play was. Doesn't say because Anthony doesn't have the right stuff. We'll figure that one out. It might have been a 2-run home run.
Yes.
So now we got runner at first, 2 outs here. If Gibbs and Anderson County tie, we will figure out who would host the district. But if Gibbs wins, they will win the district. Here's the pitch. Foul back for strike 1.
0-1 count, 2 outs.
For Jace Mack, the catcher. 0-1 count with a runner at first. Davis after getting hit in the shoulder. The 0-1 pitch to Mack. Back pick, not in time.
Not in time. 0-1 count, 2 outs, 0-0. Clinton and Union County Patriots.
The 0-1 pitch. Lined up the middle. Fielded cleanly by the shortstop. He's going to throw it over to first in time for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors. 1 Dragon left on base. Your score.
0-0.
We'll be right back with the top of the 5th. Welcome back to Clinton Dragon Baseball here on Dragon Vision. Your score is 0-0 as we get ready to start the top of the 5th inning here at the Jace. Give you a couple quick score of updates. The Anderson County Mavericks lead the Clinton Dragons 2-1 in soccer with a little over 26 minutes left to go in the game at Dragon Stadium. And also in softball, the Gibbs Lady Eagles lead the Clinton Lady Dragons 6-3 in the top of the 6th inning. We will get you updates on the Anderson County Mavericks and Anderson County Mavericks and Gibbs Eagles
Yes.
baseball game as they
7.
come to us. It is going to the top of the 7th. Anderson County leads
5-4.
by 1. Gibbs down to their final 3 outs. Here's the first pitch.
Strike
Called
one.
strike 1 on the
0-1
outside
count,
corner.
No outs.
We'll keep watching both these games for you because Gibbs is down to their final 2 outs. Here is the 0-1 pitch from Slavin. Popped towards second base, picked up by Robbins, thrown over
1
the
out.
lead in time. 4-3 put out if you are scoring at home for the first out of the inning. Nice little snag right there.
Now batting the
J.P.
catcher,
Robbins to Garrett
17,
Lee.
Aiden Skiles.
Aiden Skiles coming up to bat next for the Union County Patriots. 0-0 your score now with just 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Pitch from Slavin. Outside
Ball
for
one.
ball 1.
0-1 count. 1 out.
Watching several games going on our screens right now. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
Ball 2.
So 2 balls, no strikes here. Top of the 5th inning, 1
2-0
out,
count,
no
1
score
out.
yet. We'll give you the 2-0 pitch right here. Grounded towards the pitcher. Will be fielded cleanly by the pitcher. Trusted underhanded. Will they call it?
2
And
outs.
time! Second big out right there from Slavin to Lee. Slavin has a good chance at being not only our pitcher of the game, but our fielder of the game so
yeah.
far.
Aiden Bowman.
As Aiden Bowman comes up to bat now with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Top of the 5th, excuse me. Here's the pitch.
Ball 1.
Ball 1 outside.
1-0 count. 2 outs.
And here's the 1-0 pitch.
2-0
Inside for
count.
ball 2.
2-0 count. 2 outs.
Update from Coreyton. The Gibbs Eagles lead the Clinton Lady Dragons 6-3 going into the bottom of the 6th. Pitch.
Ball 3.
Ball 3 as update from Anderson County High School. The Gibbs Eagles are down to their final out, trailing 5-4. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. First walk of the game issued by Isaiah Slavin.
Isaiah Slavin.
Gibbs right now has a record of 22 wins, 1 loss, and 1 defeat. The Mavericks might be giving them their second defeat of the season and giving the Mavericks still a chance to host the district tournament. Here comes the first pitch from Slavin.
Strike
Right down the heart of the plate.
0-1 count. 2 outs.
Runner at first, top of the 5th, nothing your score. And Anderson County still leads the Dragons 2-1 in soccer. Here's the pitch.
Ball 2.
Outside for
Ball
ball 1, a
one.
little outside.
1-1 count. 2 outs.
In soccer, there's a little over 23 minutes left to go in that game over at Dragon Stadium. Checks the runner at first. The pitch from Slavin. He's going to pick off a move at first. Not in time. 1-1 count. 1 out. Runner at first. Top of the 5th inning. No score here at the Jace. Once again, we will give you updates right now. The batter up for the Anderson County Mavericks as he fouls it back for strike 2. The batter up for the
1-2 count. 2 outs.
for the Gibbs Eagles is Mills. Mills also hit the game-tying home run last night to send it into extras. He's down 2 strikes up in Anderson County. The pitch. Called strike 3, but we're going to stay right here with your score 0-0. We're going to give you some updates, and then we are going to read the sponsors. We're still going to wait on the finish to the Anderson County and Gibbs score, but we'll start reading the sponsors until then. The Clinton Dragon Baseball would like to thank all their big sponsors this year. Cumberland Plateau Racing, in the heart of Clinton, First Baptist Church, Top Notch Towing, Whole Health Counseling, the Faith in Action Foundation, Stansberry Insurance, iCook Rice Kitchen, Uten Law Firm, Fox Toyota, Ray Varner Ford, Genesis Real Estate Title, Hoskins, Rick Meredith, Anderson County Chamber of Commerce, Claiborne Hauling and Trucking, Holiday Inn Express of Clinton, Holly Gamble, Shannon's Pet Grooming, On Deck Athletics, Two Shepherds Cleaning, Clinton Home Center True Value, Legends Event Photography, Coca Rental Company, and Clinton's #1 fan,
Freddie Fagan.
And as we do that, Anthony gave me a tap. The Anderson County Mavericks have pulled off the victory over the Gibbs Eagles 5-4.
Yep.
Gibbs, as of right now, still holds a one-game
Ladies and gentlemen,
advantage.
Anderson County 5, Gibbs 4.
Anderson County still holds Gibbs still holds a one-game advantage in the district play. So if Anthony now can look up the Cumberland Gap score. No, actually, we do not have to give you the Cumberland Gap score. Cumberland Gap beat Scott twice tonight. So your district standings now go Gibbs at 7-1, Anderson County at 6-2, Union County is right now 4-3, Clinton is now 3-4. Here's the pitch. Lined over to left field. Will get down for the second hit of the game for the Dragons. Will get all the way to the wall. Going to try to run to second. And a stand-up double. Garrett Lee. One pitch double for Garrett Lee as my camera decided to take a fall off of its perch there. Now we can see a little bit better. We got a runner at second now with nobody out here. Go ahead, run at second as Jackson Webb comes up to bat. Jackson Webb looking for the magic he had against Gatlinburg Pittman last Friday at Carson Newman, where he went 3 for 4 with a triple and 2 singles. Runner at second, pitch bunted right to the pitcher. He's going to check the runner at third. He's going to throw it to first. He's going to say he is in time for the first out. I wasn't sure about that one, but we'll give him the out. That was a good sacrifice bunt right there for Jackson Webb. Gets the runner in scoring position to bring up Anthony's least favorite Dragon, Isaiah Slavin. Slavin up with one out. A base hit will give the Dragons the lead. And a lead for the Dragons will also tie these two teams up. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike one. It will tie these two.
0-1 count, 1 out.
No, it will not. It will move the Union County Patriots to 5-3 on the season. The Dragons will improve to 4-4 in district play.
Yes.
So here comes the pitch. Outside for ball one. So your district standings
1 out.
go 7-1 Gibbs, 6-2 or 5-3. 5-2, sorry, 6-2 Anderson County, 5-2. Here's the pitch, swung on, missed for strike two. 5-2 Union County, 3-4 Clinton, 2-6. Hold on, time called. As a courtesy runner comes out for Garrett Lee, and it will be Matt Denton. But it will be 2-6 for Cumberland Gap and 0-8 for Scott. Next week, the Dragons will play Cumberland Gap on Monday and Tuesday, and Union County will play Gibbs. Here's the pitch. Foul tip back for strike two still.
Still 1-2 count.
Just glad he made a little bit of contact with that one, or it would have been 2 outs. It already is 2 outs, excuse me.
Yeah.
No, 1 out. It is 1 out. I thought it was 2, but it was a bunt over to get him over to third.
Yeah.
1-2 count, 1 out. Denton at third, Slavin at the plate. Pitcher on pitcher. Here's the pitch. Check swing and missed. He dropped it, but he's going to try to throw it back. They're going to tag him. Strike him out. Strike him out. 3 out. Throw him out. Double play to end the inning. That's the third time today the Dragons have been called out on the base paths. We'll be right back with the top of the 6th with your score of 0-0. Welcome back to Clinton Dragon Baseball here on Dragon Vision. A little bit of a controversial end to that last inning.
Yes.
There was a dropped third strike. Slavin advanced to first, no throw, but the catcher threw the runner out at third to get tagged for the third out, and they called it a double play anyway. But now we're at the top of the sixth inning. 0-0 your score. First pitch from Slavin to Trot Russell, the shortstop. Popped going down the left field line. Will
Foul
land
ball.
in the road.
0-1 count. No outs. 0-0. Top of the sixth.
Update from Dragon Stadium. It is now 3-2. The Mavericks lead the Clinton Dragons with 15 minutes left. The ball hit him, so he's going to go to first because it hit the edge of his jersey that was hanging a little loose. So we got a runner at first, nobody out
Fielder number 1, Ty Eads.
for Ty Eads. You got Ty Eads at first. You got Trot Russell, or Ty Eads at the plate, Trot Russell at first.
Who pitching for us?
We still got Isaiah Slavin pitching.
I know that game.
For the Lady Dragons, I'm not sure who's pitching, but the Lady Dragons are down to their final 3 outs, trailing by 3. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. They're going to try to go for it, but it will get out of play. Anthony needs to go catch that one. It hit off Anthony's car out there. 0-1 count.
0-1 count. No outs. 0-0.
Runner at first for the Union County Patriots here in the top of the 6th inning. We'll give you updates as they happen. There's 1 out in Coreyton. The Lady Dragons trail by 3. Pickoff move at first, not in time. And 15 minutes to go in soccer, and Mavericks lead your Dragons 3-2. The 0-1 pitch coming from Slavin. No, it's going to be another pickoff move.
Yep.
Not in time. So yeah, 0-1 count.
0-1 count. No outs.
Top
0-0.
Top of the 6th inning. Dragons looking for something to get both base runners out. Here's the pitch. Popped him up going towards left center field. Shelton on his horse. Catches it, diving. Big out right there. He's going to try to throw him out at first, but it will not be in time.
No.
Lee will get it on one
Wow.
hop. But big out right there.
Yes.
Harrison Shelton at center. Got a runner at first now. Ground ball could end the inning.
Batting first baseman number
Yeah,
19,
okay.
Jake Ryder.
As Jake Ryder, the first baseman, comes up to bat. Ryder supporting a pretty nice mustache on for him.
Yeah.
Runner at first, 1 out. Slavin checks on the runner. The throwback not in time. Lady Dragons updating the top of the 7th with 1 out. Have a runner at second base, trailing by 3. So here is the pitch from Slavin. Right down the heart of the
0-1
plate for
count.
strikeout. Strike 1.
Strike 1. Yep. 0-1 count. 1 out.
Giving you updates as these games keep going on between these 3. So here comes the 0-1 pitch from Slavin as he checks on Russell. Right down the heart of the plate,
2.
strike 2.
0-2 count. 1 out.
Back-to-back pitches in the same spot. A ground ball could end the inning for the Dragons. Either way, an out will do the Dragons some very good
Yes,
right here to make
it
sure they
will.
don't allow another run. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High for ball
Ball
1.
one.
Anthony wanted to call that one a strike.
1-2 count. 1 out.
Lady Dragons also now down to their last out, trying to claw their way back up at Coreyton, trailing 6-3. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 on the outside corner.
Out.
5 strikeouts tonight. Isaiah Slavin. You got Trot Russell at first still, as the next batter wearing number 4 comes up to bat for the Union County Patriots.
Third baseman number 4, Tucker Flanagan.
Tucker Flanagan, the third baseman. Lights coming on here at the Jace as we get
No.
closer to the end of the game. Here's the pitch. High. He's going to try to throw him out. Throw. Going to tag him. Not in time.
5.
Mack had a perfect throw. Maybe just a little bit short hopped it.
Yep.
You got a runner at second now with 2 outs. 1-0 count. Flanagan steps back in the batter's box. Slavin still on the mound. And a final in Coreyton. The Gibbs Eagles beat the Clinton Lady Dragons 6-3. 1-0 count. 2 outs. Pitch. Low.
0-1.
Nice little pick move right there, though, by Jay Smack to make
count,
sure no
2
one
outs.
advanced.
2-0 count. 2 outs.
2-0 count. 2 outs.
No, 0-0.
and 12 minutes to go. Still a 3-2 score over at the Dragon Stadium. Mavericks lead the Dragons. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Slavin. Popped him up towards center. Sheldon's underneath it. Got a beat on it. Makes it the catch for the third out of the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors. One Patriot left on base
0-0. We will be right back.
with the bottom of the sixth. Welcome back to Clinton Dragon Baseball here on Dragon Vision. Getting ready to start the bottom of the sixth inning. Your score
0-0.
Jackson Barrett.
as Jackson Barrett comes up to bat next for the Dragons with no outs here, leading off the bottom of the sixth. Update from Dragon Stadium. A little less than 11 minutes to go. Mavericks still lead by 1, 3-2. Here comes the pitch to Barrett. Ball gets away.
Ball
No
one.
harm, no foul.
1-0 count. No outs.
Dragons need to get something going. They got
Yes.
Barrett, looks to be Sam Duggins on deck.
Yeah.
1-0 count, nobody out. Jackson Barrett at the plate.
0-0.
See what he gets for this second pitch of the at-bat. Waiting on the signal. Likes the signal from the stretch. Strike one. 1-1 count,
1-1
nobody
count,
out.
No outs. And 0-0.
And once again, give you that update. The Mavericks beat the Gibbs Eagles 5-4. Here's the pitch. Fouled.
Strike
Back
two.
into the net for strike two.
1-2 count. No outs.
So your standings your standings in order without record are Gibbs, AC, Union County, Clinton, Cumberland Gap, and Scott. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Foul back into the net again. Still 1-2 count.
count.
As we continue to watch the soccer game as well, we'll give you updates as it gets closer to the end. We got a 1-2 count. Nobody out to Jackson Barrett. The pitch.
Ball three.
Ball two.
2. Yup. 2-2 count. No outs.
Even count now. Jackson Barrett looking to keep this at bat alive. He's got to shorten up his swing for any foul. Time called by Barrett as he steps out. 9 minutes to go at Dragon Stadium. Dragons still trail by 1. Here at the Jace, it's 0-0 the pitch.
Ball 3.
Ball 3, a little bit
3-2
outside.
count. No
Barrett-
outs.
Barrett now working the count full after going down 0-2.
Yep.
See what he can do right here with the payoff pitch coming. Here's some cheering coming on from the Dragon side. The pitch. Swung on
Strike
and missed for
three.
strike 3.
1 out.
Another strikeout by this pitcher. I'm going to pull up Game Changer here and give you some updates on the stats for our pitchers tonight as Sammy Duggins comes up to bat next for your Clinton Dragons. That is strikeout number 6 on the day for the Union County pitcher. First pitch to
Strike
Duggins.
1.
Swung on and
1
missed for
count,
strike 1.
out. Sammy Duggins.
Sammy Duggins, the 9 hitter today, was walked in his. No, he wasn't. He reached on an error. No, he sacrificed bunt in his last at bat. Excuse me.
Ball one.
Next pitch is called high for
One
ball
one
one.
count. 1 out.
That is right. But Duggins bunted the runner over to third, but they were caught on the base paths. Time is called as the pitching coach wants to go talk to his pitcher. Right now, his pitcher has thrown 61 pitches so far on the day. And in comparison, Isaiah Slavin has thrown 67. He has struck out 5, allowed 1 walk and 2 hits through 6 innings. Giving you an update now in Dragon Stadium. 8 minutes to go. It is now tied. The Dragons, we missed it, but they just scored the tying run with 8 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Your score is 3-3. The Dragons and the Mavericks at Dragon Stadium in boys soccer. Not sure who scored it, but that is a great thing right there that just happened over at Dragon Stadium in a huge district matchup. Back to action here at the Jace. You got a 1-1 count with 1 out.
1 out. Yeah. 0-0.
For Sammy Duggins, the 9-hole hitter. You got Aiden Golden on deck. Here's the pitch. Act like he's going to bunt, but they're going to call strike 2 because he pulled back.
1 out.
He pulled back, and the ball still went across the middle of the plate. 1-2 count. 1 out. Box lines almost equal across the board. 2 hits apiece. Dragons just have 2 errors. Here's the pitch. Does it hit him? Yes, it does hit him. So Anthony called it. Hit by pitch puts Sammy Duggins on base for the first time tonight and brings up Aiden Golden, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. I think there's going to be a little bit of a no. They're going to check on him because of where it hit him. Make sure he's okay. He is. Sammy Duggins is okay. Sammy Duggins, one of the toughest seniors, one of the toughest 10 seniors on this Dragons team, and with a lot of speed too.
Yes.
We got Aiden Golden, the freshman, so we go from a senior on the. We go from a senior up to bat to a freshman.
Yeah.
Aiden Golden up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the day. The pitch. Called strike on the outside corner.
1 count. 1 out.
That is right, Anthony. And now there is less than 7 minutes to go over at Dragon Stadium.
0-0.
0-0 your score. 3-3 your score just down the road at Dragon Stadium. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2.
0-2 count. 1 out. 0-0. Bottom of those 6.
Golden been just a little bit behind this pitcher all night in his swings.
Yes, he did.
0-2 count. 1 out.
1 out.
Pitch to Golden. Laced it down the first base line, but into the net for strike 2 still.
Still 0-2 count.
And we're going to keep both games updated. This game and the soccer game that is going on after the Lady Dragons fell 6-3 up in Coreyton. Lady Dragons now with 2 district losses on the season, both to Gibbs. Here is the 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3 looking, even though it was a drop strike 3, they're still going to give him the out because there was a runner at first. 2 outs now here. Brings up Harrison Shelton to see what he can do in this at bat. Harrison Shelton is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout today. Harry needs to get something going on. Didn't have such a great night last night. And Maynardville, we'll see how he does tonight. 2 outs here with a runner at first. Shelton ready for the first pitch.
Ball 1.
Called ball high and outside.
1-0 count. 2 outs.
Bottom of the 6th inning.
0-0.
Both teams have had 2 hits. The Dragons have had 2 errors. Union County, no errors. That is your box line so far. Here is the 1-0 pitch as a back pick move, not in time.
Not in time.
That would have been possibly the 4th time tonight that they have called the Dragons out on the base paths to end the inning. Here is the 1-0 pitch coming to Shelton. Swung on and missed, blew it right by him for strike 1.
1-1 count. 2 outs.
Shelton not been on the top of his game lately. Needs to get something going right here. Checks the runner at first. The 1-1 pitch to Shelton. Ball 2 gets away. Sammy Duggins makes it without a throw to second base.
Yep, I'm second.
Now a base hit could give the Dragons the go-ahead run.
Yes. And the lead.
Yeah, Harrison Shelton looking to try to get something towards left center field, or something towards actually the left field line. There is no one on the left field line. The pitch.
Strike 2. 2-2 count. 2 outs.
Harrison Shelton swinging for the
2-0.
fences on that one. If he bloops one down the left field line, there will be a lead for the Dragons.
Yes.
Needs to shorten up his swing. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Call strike 3 looking. Second time Shelton has struck out looking in this game. We'll be right back with the top of the 7th.
7th inning.
Score 0-0.
Dragon left on.
Welcome back to Clinton Dragon Baseball here on Dragon Vision. Getting ready to start the top of the 7th inning.
0-0.
Still no score.
No score.
Update from Dragon Stadium. 3:30 to go in the game. It is still tied between the Mavericks and the Dragons at 3.
Leading off the 7th for Union County, the pitcher, number 24, Brady Stinnett.
Brady Stinnett coming up to bat next for the Union County Patriots. They will have their 5, 6, 7.
Still pitching for
Here's the
us.
pitch. Outside for ball 1.
0-1 count. No out.
Like I was saying, the 5, 6, 7 batters due up for the Patriots in this inning. Here is the 1-0 pitch. Popped up towards the right field. Going back. Going to chase it.
No!
Does catch it!
Yes!
Big out! Sammy Duggins!
Sammy Duggins!
Nice out. He jumped,
Yes.
he bobbled it, and still held onto it.
Yes!
Nice out.
Nice out.
Sammy Duggins. Sammy Duggins now a possible fielder of the game.
Yes.
Because right now we got Isaiah Slavin, who would be the pitcher of the game, the only pitcher for the Dragons so far. 1 out. Pitch. Line towards left center field. Duggins gets underneath it. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th.
Yes!
3 pitches. 2
2
outs,
outs.
both by Sammy
Both
Duggins
Sammy
in right
Duggins.
field. Yeah. Dragons need this out, and they will have a chance to walk it off for the first time this season.
Yes.
Nothing, your score.
Number 17, Aiden Skiles.
Aiden Skiles coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout so far. We'll see what Slavin can do right here. We'll give you Slavin's line right after this inning. Here comes the pitch from Slavin. Grounded towards the second baseman. Picked up by Robbins. Robbins over to Lee. Time. 3 outs. 4 pitches. 3 outs for Isaiah Slavin and the Dragons. We will be coming up with the bottom of the 7th with your score 0-0. The Dragons will have a chance to walk it off.
We will be right back. Welcome back to Clinton Dragon Baseball on Dragon Vision.
Your score as we enter the bottom of the 7th, 0-0, and we are watching this game live up in
Yes.
the Dragon Stadium. 4 seconds left. It is a 3-3 tie between the Mavericks and the Dragons. Time has expired now. We are going to see what happens. That could be the end of the
Davis
game.
up now.
As Garrett Davis comes up to bat for the Dragons, I promised you one thing would happen. Isaiah Slavin has gone 7 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. Garrett Davis up to bat. He is 0 for 1. He has a strikeout. He has also been hit by a pitch tonight. We're going to see what happens right here. It looks like this might be the end of the game over at Dragon Stadium.
Strike one.
First pitch in
0-1
after strike
count,
1.
and no outs.
Dragons want to try to walk this thing off.
Yes, we do.
You've got Lee,
Ball one.
or you've got Davis, then you've got Mack, and you've
1-1
got
count.
Lee due up in this inning. 1-1 count, as Anthony just said.
No outs.
No outs, waiting to see what's happening over as the strike
Strike
2 on
two.
the outside corner.
1-2 count. No outs.
Garrett Davis has to watch himself right there. That is the same pitch they've been calling all night, and you can see Coach
Yeah.
Long is telling them the same thing. Calm down, Garrett Davis. Here comes the 1-2 pitch.
1-2 pitch.
Line towards
One.
left field. It's going over his head. Will he get to it? No, it's off the wall. Davis is going to go around second. Throw him out. Will he make it? He's in. Oh, no. Oh, to lead the inning. The Dragons are 1 walk away from winning this game. A leadoff triple for Garrett Davis. His 3rd of the season, leads the team. Runner at 3rd. Nobody out. Time called as the
pitching
coach
change.
comes in. He is going to do it pitching change. They're going to change the right fielder for the pitcher. And it looks like it might go. It will go into a 20-minute overtime
Yeah.
for soccer between the Dragons and the Mavericks, tied at 3.
Yeah.
We're going to stay right here. We may have to give our batting one to Garrett Davis
Yeah.
if he scores right. No, we will give it to the. May have to give it to 2. We'll give it to Davis for that triple, and whoever gets him home right here, unless it's a steal,
Number
whoever
2
gets it
batter.
home will get the player of the game as well. We know Isaiah Slavin's going to get it
Yes.
for pitching. We know we're going to give it to Sammy Duggs for his
Yes.
phenomenal play
Yes,
in
it
the
was.
7th inning. And meeting at the mound is
we
there was no
no
pitching change.
No pitching change.
They're telling them to come in case it's small ball. They told their outfield in. So anything deep will win this
The game. Yes.
Matt coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the day. A deep fly ball will win it. A ball that hits outfield will win the game. Here's the pitch. Swung on. It's over. Yes. Won the game. Won the game. Mac wins. Single. The Dragons win 1-0. 1 run. 4 hits. 2 errors for the Dragons. No runs. 2 hits. No errors for the Union County Patriots. We will be right back with our interviews on Dragon Vision. Welcome back to Clinton Dragon Baseball here on Dragon Vision. Final score 1-0 here in 7 innings. I'm here with one of our players of the game, Mr. Triple in the 7th inning, Garrett Davis. Garrett, talk about that 7th inning, not only the defense, but you coming out here to lead off the inning.
Well, throughout half the game, we were up and down like a roller coaster, and I just know that's not how you're supposed to play. And I wanted to get the energy back on our side, and Sam did that in the outfield. And I knew that I was going to get my pitch at some point, and umpire made a few iffy calls on me, and I was a little upset about it, but I saw the one I wanted, and I drove it out there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter about those calls now. What was it? You see the ball coming in, and once you hit that, you didn't jog. You took off. What were you thinking?
I was thinking I should pimp it. I didn't, and I'm glad. If I pimped it, we probably would still be out there playing. So just always hustle. That's what I was thinking.
You got to third base. Your whole team's cheering on. You got Jace Mack coming up to bat. That first pitch, what did you see when he just barreled it?
I just ran home. I didn't care. I was going to touch home and go celebrate with him.
Tell me about that celebration.
It's fun to be a part of. I want to keep doing it throughout the rest of the year until we hopefully win state and get to dogpile out there on the mound.
All right, you all now improved to 4-4 in district play. You got several games coming up this week. Talk about why should people come to Loudon. We may not be there Thursday, Friday, but why should people come down to Loudon to watch this I-75 challenge?
We're a fun team to watch. We make our plays. We got really good pitchers, and we get hype. So it's a fun environment to be in.
All right, any other pitch that you want to make to everyone listening out here? What do you want to say to everyone that's been watching this all season?
Come out to a game and support.
All right, that works, and now we're going to bring in Sam Duggins. I'm going to have Garrett Davis go grab Jace Mack and go grab Isaiah Slavin as soon as he can real quick. We're going to get out now our defensive player of the game, our top of the 7th inning player of the game, Sam Duggins. Coach Stacy's been bragging about your defense and your speed. You showed that off in right field. Talk about that first out you made.
I was squared right up with the pitch. I knew I wasn't able to take a left to right angle on. I knew it was straight back, so I turned my hips and I took off. And to be honest with you, I didn't think I was getting there. I thought I was going to be down at the wall or something. I realized I could get a glove on it. Stuck my glove up there, tipped it off it, and just held on to it.
Go ahead.
I was done.
No, you're good. What was it like, though? It started to come out. You finally glove it, and you hear the cheers coming around.
Oh, it was amazing. There's nothing better in that situation, 0-0 ball game. That ball, I don't catch that ball. It's either a double or a triple, And then they hit the next one right to me. So if the guy's on third and they hit that one to me, he tags up, that's a run. And this ball game's still happening. But it's always great to save a run like that, save runner on base,
And now I'm going to bring up the bottom of the 7th to you, Garrett Davis. You got the heart of the lineup coming up. Garrett Davis comes on. He barrels the ball. How excited was the dugout when you saw that?
We were definitely excited. I think majority of us thought that thing was gone. I know I did. I got chills. I watched it go up. I didn't think it was going to be back in here, but, it got down at the wall. But Garrett plays with a lot of passion, and he knows not to jog that out. And he took off sprinting. He got to third. Like he said earlier, if he jogs that out, he's either at second or first, and we're still playing right now.
And now you got Jace Mack coming up. Jace Mack was at the plate. What was the celebration like? And from your angle, once that thing landed in the outfield?
Well, I knew Jace was going to walk off second up there. I took my glove. I had my glove on my hand still, took it off, sat it down, walked over into the dugout. I knew something was going to happen. Jace's a special player. And, it was amazing. Hits it. He gets the hit. Everyone just runs up the dugout, chasing around the outfield. It's amazing.
And now we got 5 more games this week. Then we got the last district matchup next week with Cumberland Gap. Why should people tune into this team? Why should people keep watching that are watching right now?
Well, if y'all didn't see what just happened, we got a lot of fire in us, a lot of heart, and we play to win. So you want to come watch a good game? Come watch us.
We're gonna thank Sam Duggins for coming in. Also a phenomenal job pitching last night in relief. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, just if you're in Clinton, you're not watching the Dragons baseball, then you're missing out.
I agree with that one. Also, now it's time. We'll bring up our other player of the game, our 3rd out of 4 so far. Giving him a hug just a little bit. Catcher Jace Mack.
How you doing?
It's the first time you've been up here. I'm doing good, Jace.
Nice to meet you.
Talk about that. Talk about not only the bottom of the seventh, but the top of the seventh with the player that just walked out and those big outs he made in right field.
Yeah, well, win the top of the seventh and got those 2 quick outs. Sam made some amazing plays, so we just had a lot of confidence. Once we got that inning, we had our top of our lineup coming up, and then we just had so much confidence going to that box.
But once you got the third out, you all went in and had a little bit of a meeting with Coach Stacy. What was talked about before Davis stepped up to the plate the first time?
Stay on the ball, have confidence in yourself, know that this kid isn't going to get you out. Like, just lots of confidence.
Talk about Davis and that triple, near home run, but that triple off the wall. What did you see? What kind of pitch did you see that him take it?
Right when just the swing was perfect. Right when I thought it was gone right when he hit it. So I was like, I wanted to get up, obviously, but I was going to be, like, hyped anyway. And I saw it hit the fence. I saw him hustling to third, get in there. I was like, honestly, I was just, like, super impressed.
And then you came up to bat. You saw the outfield come in so nothing could get behind him. You didn't even have to wait. You had the first pitch.
Yeah.
Talk about that pitch and then the celebration as you rounded first.
Yeah, honestly, I stepped in there, runner on third. I figured they'd throw off speed. And he just, I was on the ball all game, just couldn't find a hole anywhere. And I saw fastball, and I was just, nothing new. I just saw it and took it, first pitch of it.
You rounded first. Your whole team came after you. You took off. What was that? What's that like, being in the middle or just on a walk-off in general? What's that like?
Oh, you see them all running at you. It's pretty hectic. You're, like, not trying to get, like, trampled or anything, but you also want to get up with them. So, it's an awesome feeling. I think that's my first high school walk-off, so
I think that is.
definitely remember that.
And now talk about he's not up. He just got up here. I'll let him take a break for a second. Talk about your pitcher for tonight.
Yeah.
What's it like working with Slavin, who actually wants to stay in and listen to this one?
Oh, he's been awesome all year. He comes in there. I know he's got confidence in himself. We all got confidence in him. We've seen him pitch all year, so I figured he'd come in there and do what he does best and just throw a good game. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, you know meetings on the mound tonight. I'll give you his line. That way you can listen to it. That way you can say it as now. He went complete game, 2 hits, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. And you had 2 errors tonight, but they weren't really.
Yeah.
They didn't hurt in the long run.
Right. Yeah, that's
a phenomenal line. Even just the 2 errors, that's still a phenomenal line.
just giving up no runs with 2 errors is, just great job on his part.
So now
Can't really ask for anything better.
So now for you, what do you want to say to everyone listening tonight, everyone back at home that wants to come out to Loudon or to come home here Monday for Cumberland Gap?
Just come out and expect a good ball game. We got heart, if you couldn't tell. We stayed up in that game, and, we lost last night, a close game, and people probably thought it was going to be probably 2 and out for us. So, we just showed up and proved that we have heart in us, and we battle every game we play.
Yeah, we do battle. I want to thank you again. We'll take a quick break as we bring on Isaiah Slavin, who's probably out going to get himself something to eat right here, but we'll be right back on Dragon Vision. Welcome back to Clinton Dragon Baseball here on Dragon Vision. Here with our final player of the game, Isaiah Slavin. No two-hitter, complete game shutout. Talk about this night for you.
I mean, it's just, playing Union County. Yesterday we lose to them by 2, and it's it's pretty devastating. Obviously because it's a claw for who gets what seed, and for who's going to play who in the district tournament. That depends on how far you go. Depends on who you play first. So I mean, it was a hard loss yesterday. A bunch of execution mistakes, and we still had some of the same errors tonight. Base running and some bunts and little things like that. But I mean, going into this game, I was like, I know the kid who's throwing on the other side. I know Brady. Amazing kid, amazing pitcher. So I was like, I know it's going to be a pitcher's duel. I told Coach Turpin that. I told all the coaches that. I was like, this is going to be a pitcher's duel. This is not going to be a hit parade. This is going to be a pitcher's duel. And it's exactly what we got to. It's on both sides. We only had 2 errors and 1-0 at the end of the day.
Talk about the defense behind you today. Not only your infield, but Sam Duggan's your outfield included.
I mean, I told Turpin, and once again told Coach Long, told all of them, I was like, this team is not going to, besides a couple kids that took some pitches. I mean, they're not going to take pitches. When they see a ball in their life, they're going to swing at it. It's going to be a hard hit ball. I was lucky enough to execute pitches good enough where I was getting weak contact on that, and that's good. And the best contact I got was the one that hit the right field, opposite field by Brady, the other pitcher that right to Sam, and Sam had an absolute amazing play. It kind of reminded me of the play at Gibbs, when we played at Gibbs here, and it was like. It was like deja vu. I was like, oh man, and the bad part was the good part was that when he hit it, I was like, he's got that. Like, it wasn't like I was like, oh, that's down. I was like, Sam's got that.
And Sam did back-to-back plays, 2 straight foul balls. Talk about that bottom of the 7th. Davis comes up. Just go through what was told beforehand and walk me through those two at bats.
Stacy pulled us aside, and he kind of set it straight for us. He was like, I'm done with the mistakes. And he meant every part of it. He meant the base running mistakes, the execution. He's like, I'm done with these. Like, this group right here is what's going to do it right here. And and Garrett Davis came over there to me, was saying something jokingly, and said to Coach Scott over there, he said I'm gonna hit a dinger right here. Said in a joking manner. I was like, all right, I like the confidence, and it was a couple feet short of actually sending it over and into the game. And I was like, and on top of that, if he doesn't hustle that, if he pimps that ball and doesn't hustle, he doesn't get to third. We don't get that run across. And for him hustling to third, that gives us a big opportunity to win. We could have bunted, we could have sacked fly. It gives us a bunch more opportunities than we could on second.
Yeah, you saw outfield. All of a sudden there was time called. They pulled the outfield in. Jace comes up. Now this is you. What did you see with Jason? Talk about just the celebration and your Mr. Dinosaur. I'm gonna call you from now on.
Like I said, I saw, Garrett get hyped up, and Stacey was hyped up, we all were. And Jace came up there, and, Jace struggled a little bit tonight. I mean, not even, he's making good contact, just hitting it right to him and getting out. It's just baseball. But, I was like, he's due. Because, like, at some point in time, baseball is gonna cut you some slack. It's very few and far between, but it'll cut you some slack every now and then. And I was like, he's due right here, and that's exactly what he got, right through the 3-hole, and that was it.
And talk about that celebration, chasing him around first as he hit first, and Davis crossed the plate.
Oh, yeah, Garrett crossed the plate, and in my 4 years of being here, like, this is no knock on the coaches. We've never really done that. We celebrate. We don't really do that, but it's a big game to win because this game we don't know yet, but this could conduct if we're in 3rd place or we move to it can do a lot, and finally we chased him around there, and just the feeling that I want to feel that to the end of May.
Well,
and I want to feel that feeling. I want to feel that with the team.
I'll agree with you, and I'll just give you the updated standings, and I'll let you talk about the teams. You've got Gibbs first with a 7-1 record. They lost to Anderson County tonight by 1. Anderson County's second with 6-2. Union County's third with 5-3. We're fourth with 4-4. Cumberland Gap is fifth with a 2-6 record, and Scott County is 0-8 in 6th place. Talk about this district and what you've seen so far.
I mean, Gibbs off the top. I mean, that's a very tough school to play against. Playing here, and we know only in 2 doubleheader, getting outscored 5-0. I mean, you know, like I said, that's a very tough team to play against. You know, I know a bunch of the kids on that team, and they've been together for a long time. You know, almost like our team has been. They've been together a long time, play travel ball together, and they have a good team chemistry. And Coach Davis over there does an amazing job with his kids. Like, you know, winning a state championship in 2021, and then you know, then moving up a class and playing tougher competition. But you know, it's just crazy. Then you got AC. I mean, Coach Boynton does an amazing job with them too.
Just pulled off the big win tonight, 5-4.
But you know, I mean, as much, you know, I'm from Clinton, you know, but at the same time, I had to, you know, tip my cap to them, and that's a good game to win. And you know, like I said, in this game tonight with Union County, I mean, that's a big win for us too. I mean, you know, to think that, you know, they won state last year, and you know, it's just crazy to think that, you know, that's I mean, besides 4 or 5 people, that's basically the same team. I mean,
it is.
And then, you know, and Cumberland Gap we've not seen yet, and then Scott. I mean, it's
still a top to bottom.
Yeah.
And we've got the Battle of I-75 coming up next with 4 games in 3 days. And then we've got Cumberland Gap Monday and Tuesday. What would you say to people right now listening in tonight, just on them listening, and why should they come out to these games?
I mean, you just saw right there during that game. I mean, like this team. You know, we're trying to, you know, find that chemistry, and you know, we've slowly and surely found it. I mean, and I think tonight, we finally found a pretty good, you know, I would say a pretty good groove in our team chemistry. And you know, Garrett getting that hit, I mean, he's earned that, you know, in my opinion. I mean, he's had his struggles, and he's gotten thrown out more times than I've seen anybody get thrown out here. And I mean, it's just crazy. I feel like he's really earned that as a person, and you know, it's just a fun team to watch. I mean, every team we play against is, you know, just some sort of competition. You know, we played Loudon Thursday, got Alcoa, you know, a good 2A team. You know, and like it'll be a good couple of days of baseball.
And now, before we get Coach Stacy on here, what do you want to say to the people that are listening tonight? I mean, you always say something to them.
Like I always say every time, you know, just thank you for watching. You could be doing literally anything else right now. You could, you know, I don't know what time it is. You could be asleep right now. I don't know. You could be cooking dinner. You could be doing something. But I mean, you're sitting here listening. You know, once again, like I say, watching a bunch of high school kids play baseball. I mean, that's the fact you're sitting here watching is just surprising to me enough, because I mean, it takes a lot for me just to play the game, more or less, watch it, you know. But I mean, I just thank you for, you know, people that have came and people that have watched online, you know, all year. I mean, I just really appreciate it.
All right, thank you guys. As I said, now we're going to bring on head coach Rob Stacy for this win. I know he's enthusiastic. I watched the celebration afterwards. We'll bring him in, and I'm watching a replay at the end of the soccer game. The soccer game did go to overtime, so we're watching just the end of that one as well. This is just a replay of it. About 6 minutes to go, still 3-3. But while we're watching this, talk about this team and what you saw after last night's hard loss.
Well, let's talk about Coach Chun right here, man. I'm taking a look at it here. Heck of a job he's done with that program, man. Like, Coach Chun's one of the good ones. We're lucky to have him at Clinton High School running our boys soccer program. He does such a good job. He's got multiple kids out.
Phenomenal kicking coach for the football team as well.
Multiple kids out. I mean, he's got varsity and JV. That just wasn't heard of when I first got here. So he's doing a heck of a job. Let's see. Let's hope he pulls this one out.
Yeah, let's hope he does pull this one out. Big win tonight. Well, first I wanted to congratulate you because we didn't get to after the no-hitter that was thrown for your 50th win as a head coach. I know you had a little fun celebration out there.
Yeah.
You could probably still feel that celebration. But talk about this team and how you saw them rebound from last night.
It's
actually Anderson County ended up winning with 6 minutes to go.
I hate that. Good job by both teams, though.
Yeah, it was a 3-3.
Soccer's good in our county.
Very, very good. It was a hard loss, but it was an overtime loss, so that just proves how good this team is. A few years ago, Clinton.
Yeah.
Before Coach Chung got here, I don't think they could have stood a chance with that team.
Agreed. He's done such a good job, and they'll rebound from that.
Oh, they will. Now we'll go into baseball after we heard that.
Yeah.
One. I heard the celebration. I had to look down as well.
Oh, you're good. I just took a different approach with the team today. Last night when we had our loss, I individually texted every single player on the team and told them something encouraging to keep their heads up, and something encouraging I might have saw in the JV game that they did, or something encouraging I saw them in the varsity game. And I wish I didn't grow up with text messages, but I can attest that when my coach had told me something, when Coach Schneider would tell me something in basketball, or the first time he put my name on the board to start in basketball, I was just elated. So I kind of took that approach last night instead of sitting there and chewing on guys for mistakes and stuff. And I said, you know what, we need to be one, be a family, and lift our motto of our breakdown of our huddles. It's just us, it's just us in this thing. So I think that might have paid off today. Our seniors came out and set up BP, and they were very encouraging the whole time, and they were also very locked in. So I could tell there was something a little bit different in there, and I think it might have been how I approached just the day at school too. I kind of stayed to myself and kind of thought about the process of what we needed to do tonight, and thought about the lineup really deeply. Coach Turpin and Coach Long can attest to this too. I wrote 3 different lineups out and converted with them and conversed with them, and we went with that lineup that we had tonight, and I thought it did a good job.
Talk about not only like Slavin's pitching, phenomenal night, his line, 2 hits, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts, but also talk about your defense tonight. Some of the best defense I've seen all season.
Absolutely. I think that we found a defense with other guys that are going to come in and help us as well, but I think we found a defense that's going to be encouraging for our pitchers. It doesn't take away from anything the other guys are doing, because those guys are going to step up too. I fully believe that we've got some guys on this team that still haven't got to their potential, and that's a good thing when you're coming to the end of the season and you've still got a little left in the tank, and you can show it just by taking practice, and getting better. I think that those guys were going to do that and contribute, but today's lineup really helped Slavin back there. Sam Duggan just plays a really good outfield, man. He plays a really good outfield. So does Harrison Shelton, and it doesn't matter if we put Beats out there or Baird. I mean, they just do it. We've always had a really good outfield at Clinton, and we've been blessed with that. Infield defense I thought was good. I was encouraged with that, and of course Jace does a great job back there. But Slavin, that's why Mars Hill. I think they got a diamond in the rough. I think Coach Honeycutt has got a diamond in the rough with him. I know a lot of other college coaches were at showcases and stuff were very impressed with just his mannerisms and who he was as a person when they began to talk to him. But he's been through a lot, man. He's been through a lot just growing as a young man, and it's great to see that he's showing out his senior year. And he'll figure it out at the plate. It's still we got the rest of this week and next week. He'll figure that out, and that's what I want him the hottest. Is instead of being cold, I want him to be hot at the end of the season. We've started hot so many seasons here, and it went cold at the end. I think we're starting to get to a point where we might peak, and that's a good sign.
And talk about we're just going to go. Now, we had 2 huge outs in the top of the 7th by Sam Duggins. I saw you get excited on that one where he cupped it in the back. He said that he said he knew it wasn't gone, but he thought he couldn't catch it. And we know the speed of Sam.
Absolutely, man. He has a feel for outfield, and again, he takes his outfield play serious. When we have BP, he's out there taking it serious like we want him to, not hanging out with guys and talking. I know that's what all young kids want to do, but he takes it serious. And again, he did a good job at the plate tonight. He got a hit by pitch. He put down another fabulous bunt. And then he had a pretty good bat. I mean, he's doing a good job. He's stepping up as a senior, and I'm very proud of him.
You pulled everybody to the side right before the bottom of the 7th before Davis came up to bat. What did you say to them? And then just talk me through those last 2 at-bats.
To be honest with you, I don't know what I said to him. Maybe I need to go back and find out what I said to him. But I know that my message the entire game was just to believe in each other, and when someone fails, be the first person to pick them up. And I think that's what we've kind of failed at for the past couple of weeks. We've let failures leak into the dugout, and once that leaks, other kids might be, why would he swing at that pitch instead of thinking like, hey, he's going to hit that pitch? And I think that's kind of changed a little bit, especially today. BP was phenomenal. I think BP today set the tone for today's game.
Talk about Davis. He came up and he said that he was down on himself after a couple pitches he took. I saw Coach Long tell him to calm down. He calmed down, and I almost thought it was a walk-off that hit itself. What did you see?
Man, I got to go back and watch that pitch. I think I was talking to somebody right when he hit that. I had no clue. I thought it was pop-up. And then I heard Harrison and I think Slavin yelling, go ball, and then I looked up and it hit off the wall. And I knew, here's the best part is what I told him at the end of the game. The night before, Union County has a fantastic outfielder, probably one of the best 2025s in the state of Tennessee, and Ty Eads.
And he's shown that.
He's got. If you're a college coach right now, you need to show up to his games, and you need to go out there and you need to watch his work ethic before game. He arrives about an hour early, and he starts putting in work like a college player does, like a professional player does, and that's why he's such a good player. But I told them, it wasn't an error that beat you last night. It was a hustle play. He's probably one of their better players. And when he hit that ball to Harrison, instead of just jogging it out and saying, I didn't get my best swing on that pitch, he sprinted the entire way, and he runs like a 6'6". So I knew for 100% that was going to be a bang-bang play. As soon as Harrison looked at third, I knew it was bang-bang. But that's what beat you, is a hustle play, not a error. It was the hustle of somebody that had a desire to win. So I told the guys at the end of the game, I said, Garrett almost walked it off, but here's what's more impressive. We don't win that game if he doesn't sprint and hustle out of the box and have a desire to get to third base.
Because that was a close play at third, even with him hustling.
And that's how he plays the game. And again, college coaches, if you want a guy that's hard-nosed, does what it takes, has built himself in a good young man, has worked on himself, has worked on his mental game, has worked on his composure, I would highly recommend that you take a look at him. He fields it well. He's improved as a hitter. He's improved mentally. He's improved as a teammate. You're missing out if you don't go after this kid.
and then you had Jace Mack come up. There was a time called they pulled the outfield in. What did you see from Mack just as he was warming up and then walking to the plate? Because it only took one pitch.
That's why I moved him to the 4 hole. I know he can handle any pitches thrown. That's why he was leading off all year. You know, you want your leadoff to have confidence at the plate, be able to pull the pitcher's best fastball, but also at the same time work the count, but also at the same time be able to handle his best breaking pitches. And Jace has done a fantastic job of working now on that all summer, all fall, and all winter. He's caught all the games for us except one. Again, if you're out there in your college, I sent out some emails today to some junior colleges for him. You're missing out on a kid if you're not going after this kid.
And now your celebration. He gets to first. Davis comes across. You go back to being a kid. What is that like when you see that happen and they hit first base?
Man, I try to. I don't know. It might be the thing in me. I don't really show a lot of emotion as a coach as much as I did as a player. I think that's something that I can improve on. I think it helps the guys when they see how excited I am or yell for them or something like that. And that's something I did today. I made sure that I was in tune with the game and also in tune with being encouraging, but also in tune at the same time of being energetic. You know, I get so calculated and thinking so much. I think like 2 or 3 batters ahead or a couple pitches ahead or an inning or 2 ahead, and I get caught up in that. And I don't realize that the game's happening right in front of us. That's probably just where I'm a young coach right now. But, you know, I'm blessed. I've got older coaches around me like Coach Locker and Coach Keith and Coach Johnson and Coach Darty that are helping me, Coach John and Susie and all those good coaches we have, Coach Cumes. You know, I mean, I'm blessed. I'm learning. Again, I can improve on that. But I think that if I'll show a little bit more energy and a little bit more emotion, that the guys will feed off that.
And now we got a lot of games coming up this week. We may not have them all on Dragon Vision. What do you want to say to everyone for tuning in and why they should come out the rest of the season?
Well, we're going to play a really good tournament, the I-75 pileup. I mean, Jason Lambert has done a really good job of getting teams to this. You know, got a really good team Thursday, Loudon. They're top 10 in the TVCA rankings in 3A, doing a really good job. Saw them play in Florida. They've got a really good player, Jackson Walker. I mean, if you want to see a kid that's going to be playing at UT next year, I come out and watch us play them at Loudon. And then we got Alcoa. They're having a really good season. You know, Coach Dunn's doing a really good job over there, always has. And then Friday, we've got at Lenore City, and if you want to see one of the most beautiful fields in the area, definitely come to Lenore City. And Aaron does a great job. Like, that team's always tough, hard nosed, does the right things at the right time. So it's another good game and challenge for us. And then we got William Blood on Saturday. You know, Justin plays, Coach Young plays in the hardest district in the state in 4A. So I mean, they're not going to be an easy team. So we've got really good matchups to get us prepared for the last week and to get us prepared for the district tournament. So if you want to see some good high school baseball like tonight, I would definitely come out and watch. It's getting warmer, so we expect you to be there.
And one thing we got now. Ryland just came up here and tell me a little bit about did you guys just win today?
Yeah.
They got
What was the score?
15-4.
15-4.
So there's
Mudcats win. There we go. We got to get Mudcats on Dragon Vision. That's what we got to say.
So we got to
Last
get.
season we went undefeated 12 to, so we won all.
So last season they went undefeated. He's got a really good coach. His coach does a really good job. I'm so proud of him and I'm proud of his team.
So when is your
fun
next
to
game?
watch.
Doubleheader Saturday at 4.
Got a doubleheader Saturday at 4. I think I'll make that one.
I think Dragon Vision might be there as well. We'll see. So we'll let Coach Stacy do the sign off again. A big game for the Dragons.
Man, emotional roller coaster of a game. Great pitching, great team to play against. Also well coached, and Coach Russell and his staff. We win 1-0 on a walk-off from Jace Mack. We'll see you Thursday, potentially. Go.